This is an art attack. This is an art attack. This is Art Attack. Hello there. Hey, can you never find somewhere to lean when you want to draw? You always end up sprawled all over the floor or leaning on your knee. You know what you need? An art desk. Look at that. But this is no ordinary art desk. This is your own drawing board that you can take anywhere. Come and have a look at this. Now, you can make whatever size art desk you want, depending on the size of your normal drawing paper. I'm going to make an A4 size one, and the idea is to get a cardboard box that's got sides that's slightly bigger than your normal drawing paper, and cut one of these big sides off together with one of these top flaps. So then you'll have a piece of card that looks like that, and that's perfect for the lid of your desk. Then cut another side off the same way, and that will be the bottom of your desk, and then place one on top of the other, and the idea is to cut these top flaps in half on both pieces so that you then have something that looks like that for the lid of your desk, and you can throw that half strip away. And on the bottom of your desk, when you cut that top piece off, you must keep it, turn the cardboard upside down, and then stick this strip down onto that half strip there. And the best way to do that is to just spread some glue around 3 sides of this half strip or flap. Only 3 sides, you'll see why in a minute. And then stick this strip down like that, so that there's no glue along that side, because when you press it down and leave it to dry, you then have a piece of card that looks like that, with a slot that you can keep your paper in. Neat, huh? Then to join the lid to the bottom of the desk, it's just simply a case of putting glue all over that half flap this time, at the top, and then turn it round and press it down firmly so that the lid has got a half flap at the top and the inside has got that slot on the inside. And just press it down firmly, press the glue into place, and you could just leave it to one side to dry. You could even place some books on top of that to make it really firm. And when it's dry, there you have your desk shape with a lid that opens to keep your paper on the inside. Then, to make it look really authentic, just draw on an inkwell at the top, on that half flap. And you could also draw in a pen or pencil slot. Lots of desks have those at the top. And here's a good idea. If you then take a teaspoon and just press some indentations just very firmly into that pen or pencil slot, then you can actually rest your pen in, or your pencil in, while you're drawing, and it won't roll away. Do the same on the inkwell, and it'll look really 3D when you come to paint it. Then, to make it look really old and worn, you can just scratch in some scratches into the cardboard using a ballpoint pen. See that? Just scratching in. You could even carve in your initials there. I'll just put an N into there, and you could even, maybe over here, put in some noughts and crosses. Because you see, those old desks always seem to have carvings in them, didn't they? Noughts and crosses and initials. It's not the sort of thing that we can get away with nowadays. They always used to seem to do those on those old desks. Just makes it look more old and worn. Finally, take a piece of your paper, place it in the middle of your desk, and just roughly draw around it. You'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. Just put that in the middle, and then it's ready to paint. You can paint it using poster paint or acrylic paint, nice woody browns, and it's just a case of painting it, slopping it onto your desk, and just streaking in different coloured browns, just light browns, see that? And maybe a little black every now and then, just to give you a wood streak effect. But whatever you do, don't paint over that rectangle in the middle. And when you've painted the whole of your desk, inside and out, apart from that rectangle, you'll have something that looks like that. Look at that, I've painted the desk outside, I've painted it inside, I've even picked out some detail like your pen and pencil slot, your inkwell, and I've even put in some black felt tip pen wood grain. Now the clever bit, to make a real hard surface for your art desk, just take one of the backs off an old drawing book because they're really hard to lean on. And then if you draw on it and make it look like an open book. And the best way to do that is to just draw a line down the middle, draw some curves for open pages like that. You've seen open books like this. And then just some lines down the side like this. And then you can paint it to look like an open book. The best way to do that is to paint it using acrylic paint or poster paint. But if you do use poster paint, mix in some PVA glue, then it will dry with a real hard surface. And when you've painted it, you'll have something that looks like that. Look at that, an open book. I've even put splats on and some fake writing on there to make it look like that book. Then stick it down with lots of glue really firmly, and then you'll have an art desk with a lid that opens, a slot to keep your paper on the inside, and a real hard surface to lean on. Try it yourself, your own art desk, a drawing surface that you can take anywhere.
Hello, it's the Head here. Hey, what a great way to use an old cardboard box, making your very own cardboard art desk. Cut 2 big sides with the bottom flaps off a box. Cut the flaps in half and glue round 3 sides of one to stick it on top of a half flap. Glue the other big piece of card on top with the half flap at the top. Make an inkwell and pencil slot and add some pretend scratches or words to make it look old. Paint your desk and stick on the back of a drawing book that's been painted to look like a school book. And there's your art desk to lean on and keep things in. Oh, and do me a favour. Don't do any drawing or scratching onto any real desks, will you? Only try it on your cardboard art desk.